Better late than never. Yeah, so what's on the horizon? So I'll ask that, like, that's the first question. So, what's going on? So, guys, I'm starting to launch all my social media. So, I'm regularly posting in Instagram, Twitter, and Discord now. I think there's links to my social media through my Twitch. I have everything linked there. And so I just hired an editor for my channel. Like I literally have an employee for this channel now. Like what? But yes, we hired an editor, so now we're going to be regularly posting videos on YouTube. So I launched a YouTube channel, and so we already have like 3 videos on my YouTube channel. So we're going to be regularly posting probably 2 to 3 posts a week. Yeah, so it's really exciting. I'm so excited being able to like start my YouTube channel and everything, and Shamancy fancy exactly. So yeah, we're gonna be like, our channel is getting quite big. Like, we're almost to 400 followers, and we're starting to earn a little bit of money that I can spend on editing or hiring somebody to edit videos and bring more content to y'all. And I wouldn't be able to do that with your guys' support. So thank you for that. So yeah, the future is looking really bright. We're really like going to be adamant about posting regularly on social media, and then I'm going to be pretty adamant about scheduling my streams so you guys know when I'm going to be streaming. And we're definitely going to be streaming consistently a couple times a week now. Yes, Abigail. Oh yeah, and merch. I forgot. So we're also going to be doing some merch for this channel within the next couple of months, I would say. And I have a big surprise, but I don't want to spoil it right here. But we have a huge surprise at the end of the month. It's going to be absolutely epic. I could go viral. Who knows? But I have something very big planned at the end of the month. And you probably guys won't see it till April or so. But we have, like, it's going to be pretty epic. So you're going to have to stick around for that. And to see that huge epic thing we're doing at the end of the month, be sure to follow the social media to be like, what's she talking about? I'll post it on social media. I know we should do an Abigail merch. Like, look how cute she is. Like, look at her. Oh, I know. And then what else are we doing? Yeah, so merchandise. We have a huge big surprise at the end of the month that I'll share with you in April. We're starting the YouTube channel, regularly posting on social media. I have my Discord to communicate with you guys. Hired a YouTube editor. So that's kind of like the future of the channel. We're really going to work on like expanding and growing this amazing community that we already have. Something else, so let's discuss like the positives and ups of streaming. Actually, no, let's start with the should we start with the negatives or the positives first? Are you guys like there's like the good news and the bad news. Do you guys like doing the bad news first or the good news first? Oh, you gotta go? Alright, no problem. Thanks for dropping by, Commando. We'll see you next time. You know what? I'm always a person who likes, I get bad news first. So let's discuss kind of like, oh, fun. Have fun with your grandparents. I thought we'd discuss maybe lows or kind of like downs, lows, frustrations that I've had with streaming. So I guess one of the biggest struggles of streaming is you could work like super hard on a stream, getting everything prepared and doing some fun like stream ideas, some like channel point ideas, because you're a content creator, so you're working really hard to make your streams interesting. You kind of have to plan out each stream, which can take a while. Bad news first, good and high. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Positive Gold. So I would say, so the frustrations is no matter like all the hard work you put into it, it doesn't necessarily like reflect, or all the hard work you put in doesn't mean it's gonna like be worth it at the end, in a sense, because you're planning, oh, I put all this work in, so it's gonna be worth it, right? And then sometimes like you put so much work in and nothing happens. Like your channel remains stagnant, it doesn't grow at all, even though you put in so much work. It's kind of like a small business. And so you have, like, for example, your mom and pop shop. They put in like a lot of blood, sweat, tears, money into making this amazing restaurant, and all the ingredients, all the stuff is there. But then at the end of the day, nobody showed up, even though you're like, oh, I put all this hard work in, so I should earn, like, I should be able to have a successful restaurant. But, like, no. It takes a while for the restaurant to become super successful. And so I think part of with streaming is you put all this work into like making regular streams, regularly putting on like posting on social media, and making like a bunch of things for like channel points and everything, doing a bunch of fun stuff, and then like there's nothing to show for it. So it can be kind of frustrating because you're like, oh, I put all this work in, so I should be able to receive a lot of good stuff out of it, and that doesn't necessarily happen with the streaming channel. And so I think part of it is also frustrating about stream is like you don't grow as fast as you wish, because I love the community that we have, but sometimes I'm like, I wish more people can come join this amazing community we have, because when I have successful streams, it's when I build off of you guys, because when you guys are chatting or in the chat room and creating like funny comments and stuff like that, I really build off of what you guys discuss. And Kurt, welcome. We're just talking about like the downs of streaming right now. But yeah, so as a streamer, it's like if nobody comments and nobody says anything and everybody's like super quiet on the end and I'm just playing, I'm like, oh gosh, it's hard to make like good content, because I'm very much like, I like to build off my streams on based on like what you guys are saying, and so that really makes like a really fun stream. So sometimes, yeah, Twitch is hard to get noticed. And so what was I saying? I trailed off. But yeah, so I lost my train of thought. It's all good. But I really build off of you guys, and so when we don't have as big of a community and more people like viewing or chatting and that kind of thing, it's really hard to stay focused on the stream. But with that, let's start with the highs. Let's go with the highs of streaming. First of all, I love you guys. Like, I never realized when I started streaming that I would actually have like an amazing community of people. And honestly, y'all are my internet family. Y'all are my Twitch family. And you guys have been, the amount of support that I've gotten with this channel has just been amazing, because no, you're good, Pause Gold. Yeah. Try to get the conversation going and not still. Yeah, so it's just with the highs, like the most of the time, like the chat has been just so amazing. Like when I was the first starting out on Twitch, I had 0 followers, and it was really hard. It took me about 4 months to get to 50 followers and to get to affiliate status. So it was so hard, like trying to initially start your Twitch channel with 0 followers and try to be like, hey guys, what can I do for you to like, join in on my conversations, join in on the community, give me a follow. And so that part was hard. But now that we've kind of like established my channel after a year, the chat and community has been so supportive, and you guys have been like the nicest people ever. And you guys have always been there for like almost most of my streams. So I just like can't thank you enough, because I wouldn't be here without you guys. Hey Oscar, what's up? Love you too. Enjoy your hard work and content. Thank you, Kurt. Coming at you live from work. Hey! We'll make work kind of... My dog is just like, on her back, chilling. Yeah, Oscar, we're just talking about the highs and lows of the channel. Another high is, when I had my Xbox, I literally started my Xbox with 4 friends. And guess what? I have 45 friends on Xbox now. So just the amazing people that I've met through streaming, and being able to not just like have you guys in my chat, but be able to have you in my party chat as I'm playing games, and playing with you guys has just been so much fun. Oh, yeah. Fun to see the channel grow. I got tears. What's crazy, Popsicle, is you've been following me for months and months and months. So, yeah, I just, like, if I hadn't had started this streaming channel, I wouldn't have met any of you. I wouldn't be playing with you guys right now. I wouldn't be talking to you right now. And so it's always good to have like a group of people. It's so funny because I've never met any of you in person, but even though I haven't met any of you in person, I feel the love and the support through the screen, if that makes any sense. Even though we're hundreds, even thousands of miles apart, it's like I still like feel like you guys are my best friends, even though I've never met you at all. And my dog is just kind of freaking out. Oh my god. You okay, Bubby? Bubby? You good? Alright, I think she's good. And I kind of want to discuss like my background of why I started this streaming channel. So I would say about a year and a half ago, my brother and sister-in-law, they said, hey, Kalia, because I love to play this board game called Catan, and so they came up to me and they're like, you should start a streaming channel of just you streaming Catan and teaching people how to play Catan. And I was like, huh, that sounds like an interesting idea. Like, I never really thought about streaming or being on the internet at all and doing that kind of thing. And so I was like, oh, okay. Like, so a year and a half ago, I kind of took that thought and I put it in the back of my mind. I was like, I really have absolutely no desire to start a channel and to stream different games and stuff like that, especially like Catan, like they were telling me. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe if I'm bored one day or whatever, I'll try it. I really don't really have desire to actually start one, but because I have no idea how to stream anything at all. Like, I have no idea what kind of software you have to use or how everything, there's so many components to streaming, and I had no idea, like, what to use. I remember that and seeing the family and Bear, yeah. Catan, I like playing that game. I got my family into playing it as well. Same, dude. Like, I got my sisters and all my family to start playing Catan too, and they're like, I don't want to learn Catan. And I was like, you should play. I'll teach you. And now we all play Catan for years now because I made them, but they like it. So it's really, well, sometimes Catan could be very frustrating to play, but for the most part, I have a lot of fun. It's like a good bonding moment with your family. But yeah, so initially I was supposed to start this streaming channel to play Catan, but that didn't really happen, right? So one day, like, it was Christmas time of 2020. So Christmas of 2020, whole world's like shut down, and I was getting kind of bored, and I remember that thought that my sister-in-law and my brother said, and I was like, you know what? Let's just try it. I have nothing to lose. Like, so I literally, without even thinking about it, I go on Amazon and I ordered this microphone for like $25, and then I ordered my webcam for like, I don't know, $45, $50. So I was like, all right, I'll put like $75 into this. It could be like a little tiny hobby of mine. Maybe stream maybe once or twice a month or something, like nothing too crazy, just for fun. So I got the microphone, I got the camera, and then they were in boxes for a couple months after I ordered them. And then finally, after like a couple of months with these being in a box, and what happened was, okay, sorry, let me backtrack. So Christmas of 2020, I was supposed to start this amazing job with Northwestern Mutual to be a financial advisor, and so January I went through training, and then in February they flew me out to Kansas City to do training over there. And then the first week of training, I was like, oh my gosh, I am not meant to be a financial advisor. Like, I don't want to sell people insurance. I don't want to call every single Mother Hubbard on my phone and like be like, buy some health insurance from me and blah 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 blah, and then I'll show you how to do your finances. And I was like, wow, I'm definitely not a financial person. And so I after the first week of training, I ended up like quitting. I was like, yeah, this career is not for me. And so then I flew to Idaho where my parents live, and that's when I thought, oh, you know what? I have no job right now because I quit, and I have some free time before I start my next, and I was like job searching, and I'm like, you know what? I have a little bit of free time while I'm job searching and not doing this other job that I was supposed to do. I'm just going to start my Twitch channel. So at the end of February, when I came back from Idaho and I was job searching and everything, and I had a little more time on my hands, I started watching hours and hours and hours and hours of YouTube videos. And oh my gosh, just trying to figure out how the heck to stream, because I'm like, I'm not a very technologically advanced person. Like, all I have is a laptop and my microphone and my webcam. Like, that's all I got. And so it was so fun, like, or not fun, it was terrible, but fun at the same time, if that makes any sense, trying to figure out all the working components. But it was fun when I figured it out. So I first started streaming through my Xbox, just like had the Twitch app, and I used that, and I was streaming through my Xbox. But then I was like, wait, no, then I can't use my microphone if I stream through my Xbox. So then I downloaded like a free version of OBS Studios where you can like adjust sound and do that. So I was like, okay, cool. And then when I downloaded OBS Studios and I had my microphone set up and my video camera set up, then I was looking at YouTube videos like, you need a game capture card. I'm like, well, shoot. So then I went to Best Buy and bought a game capture card. So then finally I had everything set up. I had my laptop with my game capture card and my microphone and my webcam. I was like, all right, we're ready to do my first stream. And like, of course, my initial streams, they were terrible because my laptop wasn't really built or designed, because it's an Apple laptop. And so it definitely wasn't meant to, because it takes a lot of, I don't know, energy for the computer to be able to have like a nice, smooth stream. And so I streamed through my laptop for about 2 months. And then I was like, yeah, my laptop literally cannot handle this, because then sometimes my streams would be laggy or my streams would poop out, and my streams weren't looking that great. And so then I was thinking, you know what? F it. We're just like, I really enjoyed streaming my first 2 months. It was really, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. And so I was like, you know what? We've been doing this for 2 months now. I think it's time to invest in a PC so that my streams look really, really well and start to grow the channel. And so then I built my own PC. So I went to buildmypc.com. I looked at all the parts and components, and I ended up building my own PC. It took about a month for all the parts to come in, especially the graphics card, but we got it. So we built the PC, and then I started running my streams through my PC and my monitor and my TV. And I was like, you know what? I think instead of just like goofing off and doing it just for fun, we're gonna like really invest in the streaming equipment, really invest in like streaming with Twitch and doing like regular schedules and everything. So then I started regularly streaming on Twitch, and the rest is history. And then I just started growing a lot, got affiliate. And I was like, you know what? We're at affiliate. Why stop there? Let's go to 100 followers. Let's go to 200. Let's go to 300. Let's like, where's the stopping point? And now I was like, you know what? Frick, we can just make a career out of doing this. So why not? It'd be fun to, you know, stay at home and be able to like have my own business and stream when I want to, and earn like a good income and really bring great content to you guys. So that's kind of like where we're at right now. So I just think it's so funny. I ended up quitting my job and in my depression and kind of like my lull time, as I would say, like downtime. I was like, you know what? I got nothing else to lose. I already lost my job because I quit. I already lost this and that. And so I'm like, you know what? Might as well just start streaming, because why not? What is there to lose with streaming? And I had everything to gain when I started streaming, because what I didn't realize when I started was how amazing people are on Twitch, and how I've met so many great people, and I met built such a great community, and I just wasn't expecting to have so much love and support you guys have given me. So thank you so much. And what else? I'm like, and there's plenty of games coming, more, and memories to make. I know. Like, think of all the great memories we've already had, but there's like so many great memories that we're going to have, and I can't wait. Ah, the future is so bright for this channel. So what ended up being just like a dare and a kind of hobby, kind of goofing off, turned out to be like one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life, starting this channel. So that's kind of like the background and like how I started the channel. It is faith you are in our lives. I know, right? Sup, home skillet? What's up, E-Money? How you doing? we're just discussing highs, lows, how I started this channel, and all that good stuff. But guys, low key, I was so freaking nervous to start this channel. That's why I kept delaying it months and months and months and months to start it, because like I hate playing the W card. The W card is the woman card. That's a W in sign language if you hadn't noticed. But I was so nervous because it's primarily guys on Twitch. And so when I first started, I was like, do they want to see like a girl playing video games? Like, I don't know. Like, I knew nothing about Twitch when I first started playing. And so I was low key nervous because I'm like, okay, am I good enough to stream video games? Like, am I gonna make a fool of myself, like getting killed a lot in first person shooter games? And another concern I had was like, are guys gonna be like mean to me? Because I was really nervous that people would go in the chat and just like make fun of me or something. And so I was so nervous. That's why I delayed starting my Twitch channel as well. Because I don't know, I hate saying this, but dudes tend to say nasty, mean stuff to girls. I don't know. Yeah, like, that's why I was nervous to start this channel, because I remember, I think I was like a month and a half into stream. I almost quit streaming a month and a half into it because I played Call of Duty and I was on like a party chat, and then the guys were just saying absolutely horrible, horrendous things to me. Like, I understand, like, yeah, there's a toxic community and there's like trash talking and everything, but this was like above trash talking to a point where it's like completely sexually harassing and bullying me when I played that game, and it's just completely uncalled for. Like, you can trash talk me, like, that's totally fine. Like, I don't care. But when you take it to a level that's like way too much, like, dude, you gotta like chill out, because what you're saying is very hurtful, very mean, and it's like very like, it makes me really, really uncomfortable what you're saying to me. Like, that's why I was worried about starting Twitch, because I didn't know if I was gonna get like constantly like all those comments. But I was completely wrong. Like, what you guys have shown me is like, you guys have been very supportive, and I haven't like come across any of those like insane like gross comments at all in my chat, which has been like absolutely amazing. It's stupid, I know. It's like some unknown stigma. Yeah, and that's why you need a good mods to catch the rude bot. Exactly. So one stream, it started to get really bad where people were like making fun of me. I don't want to like get into too many details. It's kind of embarrassing what they were saying on my chat. So then after that, I did like spend a lot of hours trying to figure out mods and trying to figure out like getting the bots to prohibit like a lot of the things that they were saying, which I did. But now I'm like, man, the bots really just like they block like everything. So I might need to adjust it a little bit. But you haven't played the W card this whole time. It's awesome to see actual gaming, especially during HEV. Thanks, dude. Honestly, like, I hate when women play the victim card, especially in this day and age. It's like, it's so hard being a boss. It's so hard being a streamer, blah, blah, blah. I know. So I'm like, dude, it's like, we've come so far, and I hate when people, like, women victimize themselves when they shouldn't at all. So that's why I'm always hesitant to, but when I started the streaming channel, I was low-key, like, super worried about being sexually harassed and all this other stuff, but I'm just, like, so relieved that that hasn't been an issue at all with this channel. So you guys are the best. What else? Okay, let's, this is definitely a more personal stream, so be sure, like, if you guys want to ask me any questions, go ahead and ask away. But I kind of want to get into, like, how I started video games, and, so in my bio, I kind of, like, it's, like, kind of vague, but my brother, when we were growing up, he actually taught me video games, and I grew up with my older brother, and then my two older cousins who are also guys. And so being a little girl and seeing, like, your older cousins and your older brother playing video games, I'm like, I want to do what they want to do. So I think my whole life, I probably, if I had an older sister and not an older brother, you guys would not see me talking to you right now. So I ended up just playing, like, you know, back in the old days, the PS2, the original Xbox, and so I think some of my very first video games I ended up playing was, like, Corvette on PS2, and Spyro, and we played Halo growing up, we played the OG Battlefront 2 growing up, played Pokemon growing up, so my brother just introduced me to a lot of these games, and he literally taught me, like, everything, and that's when, and how I learned to be like somewhat good at video games is, so I would play with my older cousins and my older brother, and literally they would kick the shit out of me in video games. I would die so many times, and it was so frustrating because they were so much better than me. But then how I got better was them just kicking the shit out of me, and then I kind of learned that way. Because there's a saying, like, you can't be, like, let's say basketball for instance, you can't be a better team unless you lose. You have to lose a lot in order to get better, and that's kind of like what happened and how I got good with, like, video games. Co-op split screen is the best. Oh my god, yes. You should get your brother to play with you. I know, it's so crazy. My brother also has an Xbox, but we just don't play the same games. That's the only reason he hasn't played with us yet. It can't change my mind. Show off how good he is. I know, he is very good. So that's kind of like my introduction, and then I got my very first, like, Pokemon game when I was 6 years old. I literally have, okay, one second, let me show you guys, let me show you. I still have my original Game Boy for when I was 6 years old. And this is the Game Boy Color that I also played when I was like 2 or 3, no, when did this come out? This came out in 2000, so I was like 4 or 5, and then my brother taught me to, like, play Mario games on this thing. So we got the ancient technology right now. Yo, I know. So literally, like, I played PS2, and then my brother taught me how to play the Game Boy, except I don't have a charger for this, so I need to find a charger on, like, I don't know where to find a charger, honestly. But yeah, and so then I played video games, like, when I was like 9, 10, 11, middle school. Like, when my brother was still living in the house, like, we were always playing, like, video games on the weekends, and I was still getting absolutely destroyed by him and his friends. That he always brought guy friends over, so I always play video games with them. And so literally it was just me dying a lot, but I don't know how, but I didn't quit when I was a little girl. It's like they kept destroying me, and that should be enough for me to be like, God, I'm so frustrated. I want to, like, take this and throw it at the wall and not play anymore. But for some reason that never happened to me. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm dying a lot. I'm frustrated, but I'm gonna keep going. Like, I don't want my brother to, like, keep killing me, because I'm like, I was so angry. I'm like, I'm gonna kill my brother. Like, even if he kills me 30 times and I at least kill him once, it'll be worth it. So yeah, and then and so growing up with that, I've always had a controller or a console, or, you know, gaming controller or a console in my hand, and just always been playing. And that's kind of like my gaming background. So there you guys go. There's a fun story. Woohoo! Alright, so we kind of discussed, like, the ups and downs of streaming, the future of the channel, my background on how I started the streaming channel. It's supposed to be streaming Catan, but I've never done that, so it's just kind of funny how everything kind of rearranges. So guys, thank you for joining for this. It's just not going to be like a super long chatting segment, but yeah, thank you guys for joining for this little segment, getting the history of why I started streaming, the ups and downs of this year on Twitch. But y'all, have a good rest of your weekend, a good rest of your night. If you want to see me play Dying Light tonight at around 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we will see you there. With that, have a good rest of your night. Bye.